That's right, we're back. It's Wednesday night.
Remember when you loved me? I loved you and then you left me alone.
My.
You know I'd always come back home. We can't pretend that this is the end, baby. All I do is think about you. I can't seem to shake you, baby.
That's right, it's the Raza channel, and we're back. Hit that like.
I swear tomorrow that I'll give you up. Save the sorrow for when we wake up. But for tonight it seems I'm tangled up in you. Tangled up in you. I can't seem to shake you, baby. I can't seem to shake you, baby.
That's right, don't forget to hit that like button. We're about to get into it right now.
I swear tomorrow that I'll give you up. And I will save the sorrow for when we wake up. But for tonight it seems I'm tangled up in you. Tangled up in you. Tangled up in you. Tangled up in you.
That's right, and we're back on Wednesday night. The People's Channel, you already know what it is. Live on Chicano Tube, live on Chicano Street. Gracias to everyone that's already tapping in. I'm going to get the chat up right now. Nomás dame un segundito. You already know how we do it over here. We're going to do the formalities too one more time, which is gracias to all the day oneers and gracias to everyone inside the members only. You already know who you are, the backbone of the community. So let me go ahead and get this chat up right now. And then we'll go ahead and get into it. There's lots to talk about. There always is. Nunca falta. You know, we could be going live every single day because there's that much to talk about. And we're going to cover a lot. But first and foremost, gracias all the day oneers. Gracias to everyone in the members only. Let's go ahead and give a shout out también to all the Chicano channels. You know what I mean? It seems like there's more and more just growing and growing. So, of course, shout out to EBK and Stories. This is their week, gente. This is Fight Week. So we're going to be talking about the fight more in particular. We might be getting into other topics. I'll be reading the comments también. But preferably, I like to stick on the topic of the pelea. All right. But hold on a second. Let me go ahead and get the chat up. All right. Calmado, cabrones. And then before we get into it, all right. Sanjo Lifer I see. That's right. My boy Aguilar. Chemo's Flicks. That's right. The general's in the building. Chemo, now that you're right here, what do you think? Do you think the keys are the keys on the line? You know which keys I'm talking about. Are the keys on the line? Do you think? Mm-hmm. All right, here we go. All right, here we go. That's right. Okay, we'll pop that out. Boom. And then let's retire that. All right, let me pop this chat out because I can see you guys now that I'm off of YouTube. Estos pinche complicated softwares, man. I'm telling you. All right, let's see. All right, I think I got it up. Or didn't I? All right, let me do it one more time. One more time. All right, before we get into it, hold on. One more time. Pop this out. Pop this. Everyone's saying they're on fire. They want to know who's going to win this Saturday night. They got all the pichi preguntas are coming in right now, but hold on. Hold on, because I can't see the comments. Dame un segundito. Better. That link looked better. All right, perfect. All right. Now let me go ahead and close this out. That way we can go ahead and get into it and not miss a single thing. All the day oneers, everyone in the members only, all the Chicano channel. Shout out to Tony A. Norby's. If you haven't already, subscribe over to Norby's channel. Do yourself a favor. Go to Norby's channel. It's called Run the Fade. Such a fitting name. You know, when I announce this Saturday the fight, I should say we're sponsored by Run the Fade podcast, because it only makes sense, right? You know, one thing that I said is that we'll be able to easily down the road weed out people who are just talking for views and talking for likes, but really won't pull up. You know, this is what the content creator, this is what makes it so fun, gente. Nobody is a boxer, right? Nobody's a boxer, so I don't even expect them to have any kind of boxing experience as they step in there. But what I do expect is it's a real pinche pelea, a real fight. O sea, isn't that what you want to see? They just chucking boom, bap, boom, boom, bap, boom, bap, boom. That's my money's worth. If I just got one for what I'm charging for these pay-per-views, if I just got one round of bombas, boom, bap, boom, boom, bap, boom, bap, and someone drops or they just keep getting tagged, I got my money's worth. So anyways, I'm digressing again. Shout out to all the Chicano channels, Norby's, Marvelous Minds, what I say EBK, Stories, off the top, those two gentlemen, the Homie Hangout, even AC, all the Chicano channels that are out there. There's too many to name. But gracias again. That's right, El Chapo, I see you, my boy. And Kimos Flicks, that's right, my boy. So even though I do know right now, gente, it is right now what I consider on the internet guerra tube. I consider it guerra tube. There's a lot of guerras going on. This channel now is ramping it up. And then these two channels got beef, and this channel's calling this channel over the phone. And so it's really, really entertaining is all I'm saying. And it's really just all internet. I don't want anyone to ever get it twisted and that sticks and stones and it has to come off the internet. I mean, if it has to come off the internet, then yes, call me up and I can make it happen, you know. But it's all internet at the end of the day, right? And most of these people are tapping into that kind of recipe like, hey, just get in the beefs. And I guess that's the way they get into it. But, you know, it's guerra tube, but just like The Godfather. Okay, remember The Godfather Part 1? The Godfather Part 1. He was, the gordito was teaching Michael how to shoot the 38. Remember? Pa! Remember they were in it sounded loud because they were in a little basement, right? Pa! It just rechinó. There was a lot of reverb. And he told them, and they were talking about, when am I going to come back? Michael was saying. And then the gordito told him, you know what? These wars, every once in a while, are okay. Because it weeds out, it gets out the bad blood. So that's how I look at it. At the end of the day, I don't have no beefs with nobody. I'm too mature to be harboring negativity. Let me say that again. Let me say it for anyone that thinks, oh, Mikey got beef with this channel and that channel, or you think I'm clicked up, that there's a group of us against a group of them, and I'm too old for that. I'm too old for that. You know, on the inside, I smirk a little bit when I hear that politics this and the gang stuff. I'm too old for that. And why do I smirk? Because I grew up in the Mecca. I grew up where it started. We started it. You want to tell me about the rules? We invented the rules right over here. So anyways, I've had enough of that. If you want to make a bag and you have influence on YouTube, then contact Mikey. And that's a great segue into this. Gente, remember, this fight is not going to be on YouTube. It's not on YouTube. You're not going to see any highlights on YouTube. You're not going to see One Punch on YouTube. I'm sorry. You're not going to see the Aztec dancers, que cuestan mucho. You're not going to see them on YouTube dancing with panther skins and eagle skins. And of course, they're not real, okay? Before the Department of Fish and Game aquí viene.
Now you home with us and defend the barrio. Patos Locos forever. Forever.
So that's just a disclosure, okay? They're not real leopard skins. They're not real eagle skins. It's not going to be on YouTube. It's going to stay in the pay-per-view realm. We're going to go live and talk about it after, but there's not going to be no action. And as far as the multiple, right? We got multiple photographers, multiple videographers. I wasn't satisfied. I wanted to go all out, okay? My name's going behind this. Those behind the scenes shots, locker room, me going to each locker room, all these shots that I already have in my head, me going to each locker room, saludando, of course, suited up. Your boy got to look good. And the beautiful, smoking, sexy, hot wife next to me, she already looks good. I'm the fail, Beauty and the Beast. Anyways, all that stuff is either going to go in two places, gente. That's it. Que no se agüiten. There's only go two places. You get to see it. Look what I priced it. The price of a 12-pack of beer. You get to see it, and it's yours. The only thing is, anyone that uploads anything on YouTube, this company strikes it. So I don't want to hear anybody on YouTube trying to get at me and say que estoy comiendo queso and that this and that. You don't know one thing about business if you're getting at me about that. All this time, money, and effort on everyone's part. And so it's not going to be on YouTube. There ain't going to be nothing. But I was thinking of getting the editor to make a highlight clip of each fighter, a behind-the-scenes video. At least I thought about 3 videos after the fact, and they will either be on the members only, or they're going to be the website has a subscription plan. I think it's platinum or something like that. It costs the same as the members only, like $7.99. So if you want to see the Aztec dancers, Maddie the ring girl, Jaime Birdman Acosta the comedian. If you want to see Jaime Birdman Acosta the comedian, more importantly, the fights themselves, hey, there's the links out there. Once you open up your phone and hit the link, there's a blue order button. It's yours, cabrones. There's just no piracy. There's no copying it. There's no, hey, I want to see some highlights. Let's talk about it after, but you got to see it. Like, bona fide. You got to see it. Anyways, that's right, my boy. Juan Ortiz is in the casa. That's right, my boy. Is that my boy Pecas? Is that Pecas King City in the casa, my boy? I don't know if that's you. If it is, that's right. The after party with Fum is in the casa. That's right. That's a day oneer right there. That's a day oneer. Gracias, hermano. I appreciate your support from day one. And, of course, Burqueño's in the casa. That's right, my boy. And I think After Party just put the new link. So, gente, do me a favor. Go subscribe for like the 12th time because están comiendo queso. Están comiendo queso. They talk tough, and all of a sudden, they report you. They talk real tough on here, and next thing you know, they report you. And Triple OG, he's even put up the screenshots. But do me a favor, and then go back and run those up. He already knows the faithful and the loyal come back every single time. So shout out to OG, Triple OG. That's right, Juan Ortiz. Is that my boy Pecas? He said 100, but I'm not sure if that's him. All right, let's keep it moving then. Let's keep it moving, man. So, yeah. Content Creator Series of Fighting is this week. You guys have been waiting for this. I've been waiting for this. I'm telling you, this is like a culmination of a lot of things going on. To me, it is just another day because I've been doing this since 2009. Gente, I've been running amateur boxing shows since 2009. Matter of fact, you're not going to believe me, but I'm going to tell you like this. You want to know when my very, very first show was? I'm going to tell you. we ended up moving. We're in Santa Rita. Excuse me. We're living in Santa Rita, right? My people from Salinas, you already know what it is. We're living in the Bahamas, right? We're living in the Bahamas, right? And so we ended up moving. We ended up moving just, to get the kids in better schools, to keep it real with you. And so we ended up going to the Laurelwood, which is like almost west side / downtown, but kind of like a suburb community. So we moved into this community, and hay un chingo de gente, and hay un chingo de morros. And I got my boys, right? I didn't do this to my girls, but I got my boys, right? And I'm like, you know what? I remember my wife was tripping out on this. I ordered a set of gloves, 2 pairs, 2 different sizes, small and big, 2 pairs of gloves, 2 pairs of headgear. And who remembers when Amazon used to sell the UFC belt? Remember Amazon had like a $25 UFC belt? That's what they're going to win. Why? Because the boxing belts, even the replicas, were like $250, $300. I was not going to give that away. I wanted to give it away to the kids. You're not going to believe me. That's how I know this was my destiny. That's how I know it. I ended up matching up like 6 or 8 youngsters, right? But before I did that, see, I was always business savvy. Before I did that, I printed out a liability, a release of liability. And I ended up looking it up. I actually just copied and pasted everything, right? I didn't have attorney friends back then. I met them later. And they would have to go and get their parents to sign this waiver to come and throw chingazos in this little grassy knoll area. And I started doing that on the weekends for entertainment. 12-year-olds, 14-year-olds, 10-year-olds. I think the youngest was 10. If I saw them too small, I wasn't going to risk it. So I think 10-year-olds were the smallest ones. So I'm just seeing them boom, bap, boom, boom, bap. It sounds like the Paradigm Media News sound effects, huh? Shout out to Paradigm Media News.
Life's a risk, carnal.
That's right. I want to give a shout out. Sanjo Lifers in the casa. I said, my Mikey, is that the real OG, triple OG? I'll be able to know in 2 seconds. Sometimes they come in my studio, OG, and they say OG, triple OG. And I'm like, yeah, without notice. Not just that, you have me on the directa. So, anyways. What did I see right now? Runners fake stories. What I'm going to watch that later. Hold on. Not right now. Runners fake stories. Man, the runner, I'll tell you that, man. That pinchy runner cost me time. But look, what goes around comes around. What goes around comes around. Now what? Now the runner, guess what? He's a leper. He's on Leper Island. And what else?
Thinking of letting him in, ese?
Told you he's my best crime partner.
He ain't Mexican, ese?
That's right. I know that's you. That's right. OG Triple OG is back and wrenched up because he's watching at the General. OG, now that you're in here, I want to ask you this. If Contingent Tony wins on Saturday, do you think he's just doing this to get on the mesa? Or how about another question? Is that his motive, to get on the mesa? How about this? Or is he trying to take the keys? Or how does he just jump all the way up to the generales and challenge one of them? So I put that in the description on there because, of course, I had to come out with something, gimmicky or something on there. Well, Tony, I put this on the description of to the fight, gente. So you can go and order it. Maybe someone do me a favor and drop the link in the comment section. Por favor. I could do it myself. I could even do it myself. And so those are the questions. But you know what? Let's talk about this. There's been some rumors. Let's talk about these rumors. There's been some rumors that there's an injury in Tony's camp. There's been some rumors that there was an injury on Tony's camp. And what do I mean by an injury? These are rumors. People are asking me. You guys are asking me. They're saying there's that he received a cut in sparring that could get opened up or aggravated again. We'll talk about that right now. Hold on. There it is. Now, how do I pin that comment? All right. There it is. I pinned the comment right there to the top of the chat. So anyone that wants to see the chingazos, the Aztec dancers, comedian, the ring girl, all the entertainment, and plus just, everything, then you go ahead and just hit that link right there. There's a blue order button, and then we're going to go ahead and get into it. So just let me clear this up, because some people got at me that Tony sustained a cut. It was a bad cut, and now it's going to gush like blood or something like that. That has not happened. 100%. That's 100% a rumor, and it dies right there. None of that. I've spoken daily almost with both gentlemen. Either it's by phone, it's by communication. They're excited. They can't wait. Both of them have bad intentions toward each other. O sea, there's respect there, but not when the bell rings. When the bell rings, respect goes out the window. So as far as those rumors, if Tony suffered an injury and you guys are saying you heard he got a cut, I have not heard of it at all, period. And that's not a wolf ticket. That's not anything at all. So the fight is, the cut, that's all wolf tickets. Now, some of the other people started commenting on there. And I guess this is where la gente saca los palomitas, right? This is where the people wanted to hear. And maybe some of you tuned into this video about. So let's talk about it. Are there issues between EBK and Mikey? So let me address that right now once and for all, right? Because I believe there's always going to be people, right, que te van a criticar. But it's funny because the people that criticize you, they're only criticizing you because they're not on your level. They're looking up to your level and criticizing you. O sea, they're only criticizing you behind your back. O sea, not to your face. You didn't man up and come and tell me to my face anything. And I'm not speaking to anyone in general, but I'm talking to the critics. They only criticize you behind your back. But you notice that if they're behind your back, they're in the position they should be, not in your circle. So there is absolutely zero issues with me and with EBK, period. Because one, I just don't go around creating issues. I don't. Other people want to create issues. You do you. Guess what? La vida es corta. What do I mean by la vida es corta? La vida es corta, and in this life, we pay for everything we do. Malicious or not. Now, anyone trying to detract or derail, I know there's some haters. They hate with just a passion if this event happens. They would love, there's a lot of haters out there. And there's a lot, and they just fuel me. They're just motivation. I really don't pay attention. All those channels, and I either block them or unfollow them, or I don't know what I do, right? There's a lot of haters that would hate this event to go down, because just like some of the conversations I'm having behind the scenes with some large platforms on IG and on YouTube, they don't want to see it grow. But who else deserves something like this than someone that's for the people, someone that I fight my battles on my knees praying, someone that's a provider for their family, someone that's who we should want to see win. But I know sometimes it turns into chisme tube, right? Sometimes it's guerra tube between the channels, and then sometimes it's chisme tube. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Every once in a while, then bump your gums, and that's fine. It's just the internet. That's it. Like when I made a video, and some people were tripping out. I made a video because there was a video made of a certain podcaster's esposa, and I thought that's clearly out of bounds. Clearly out of bounds. I don't care how you want to cut it, slice it, dissect it. Que la esposa estaba whatever, borracha and whatever. Highly, highly disrespectful. I just don't get down like that. Man, I think I'm cut from a different cloth, gente. I really think. That made me think about it. Today I saw on IG Ryan Garcia. Now, Ryan Garcia, man, he's a very, very talented Chicano. Ryan Garcia is extremely talented Chicano. What do I think about him fighting Devin Haney? I think I think he's not even gonna touch Haney. Mark my words, Ryan Garcia is not even gonna touch Devin Haney the whole fight, because Devin Haney is a calculated boxing machine. And Ryan Garcia, first of all, he's coming off a loss, and it was a bad loss. I mean, a bad loss. And I'm just keeping it like it is. I mean, you guys know I speak from my heart. It ain't going to be, always is brown and then go for the brown. What do you mean? With Ryan Garcia, he's not even going to touch Devin Haney. But how do I know? That's right. Stories written by a current prisoner is in the casa. Feeling dangerous. You know what? Let's play this one time for him. On top of everything else, they want this.
Go ahead and take him out in the second round.
Just know that you are going to feel what's coming from this side.
You're not going to see much, I'll tell you that.
I'm glad that he knew that that mask was going to fly off. And if I win, I'm keeping the mask, eh?
That's right. Stories written by a current prisoner. And it's funny, I was just talking about this cabron. I got like 4 or 5 DMs. They heard Tony got a cut in training camp. Like Cesar Chavez. Or when he fought De La Hoya. They heard Tony got a cut in training camp, that it's only going to get aggravated. You want to find out if Tony can hang? Or EBK? Or whatever. This Saturday at 6 o'clock. The website is pinned to the top, cabrones. All right, let's keep it moving. Ryan Garcia disappointed me, gente. He really absolutely disappointed me to when he did what he did today. I realized that we're cut from different cloths. I thought there's still some youngsters that are cut from that cloth that I was cut from. What do I mean, that cloth? It doesn't make us more special or anything. It just makes our principles different. It makes our how we move different. And first and foremost is respect off the top. But with Ryan Garcia, I mean, he posted his new girlfriend on Instagram today, just today. He posted his new girlfriend on Instagram, fresh off a separation announcement that was just like 2 weeks ago, 3. Correct me if I'm wrong, because that was trending too, right? I didn't touch on that too much. 4 weeks, a month, the most a month. He just posted his new girlfriend today, and I'll let you guys be the judge. This is the only, no lo estoy criticando, I'm just letting you know that this is how I know we were different, because I thought he was cut from that same cloth. He posted his new girlfriend today on IG, fresh off a separation announcement weeks ago, and then that separation announcement weeks ago came minutes after another IG post that his newborn baby was born. So first he posted the baby being born, happy on top of the world. An hour later, he posted he's separating from his wife. A month or 3 to 4 weeks later, he's got the new girlfriend who's a boxer, who he captioned his IG post in a promotional way, saying, I got $500,000 on my girlfriend to fight whoever. I want to know, what do the people think about that? I'm going to let you know. I know for sure that the cloth is different. Why? There's no respect there. There's really no dignity there. And there's no class there. To do that, the respect to the mother of the children. He just came off of the ink is not even dry yet. And he's got a new girl. I'm just saying, I'm not trying to sound like TMZ. I'm not trying to sound like TMZ or anything like that. I'm just letting you know. I'm speaking it the way it is. I'll let the people decide. I'm old school. I was raised different. On top of everything else, They want the trailer. I'm old school. I was raised different. Period. I really am old school. I'm not new school at all. Period. You know how I could prove one thing? I'll tell you how I'm old school. Is I still drive beaters. I still drive. I'm not gonna put my cars out here, but I still drive beaters. I had a 97 Lexus, a 2000 Acura. I old beaters. You don't think I can go and get a G-Wagon or with my credit at 800 or whatever, that they'll sign whatever pinche carro to me with no down payment and probably, if I cared what people thought, I would do that. I don't care what people think. I let that go a long time ago because then I'm going to be living for people. And if I realize that later in life, then I'm going to realize that I lost way more years later. So Ryan Garcia doesn't care what people think. That's right, OG, Triple OG. That's right, my boy. He says Canelo. So Canelo just came off. He just moved. He's a free agent now. Just like, I want to say Bud Crawford. Ooh, that's an interesting one. If they can make that happen, that's right. But, Carnal, I want to say this. I think he cherry picks his fights, Carnal. I really do. Juan Ortiz, that's right. He says, Cien, Mikey, that's right. My boy Pecas in the casa. That's right, man. That's right. Triple OG. Risky Business says they're young and they're rich, bro. They live differently. They're exactly, but, okay, so, Risky Business. Keep it real. What does money do? What really does money do to gente? It kills people. Why? Because money only brings out the character que ya está dentro de ti, güey. It really does. Look at Adam Sandler as an example. Perfect example. Adam Sandler. Está haciendo calor. I'm going to go ahead and take off these headphones. Anyways, perfect example, Adam Sandler. The guy dresses like he's jumping off the couch. You ever seen Adam Sandler in public, gente? The guy got shorts, a loose shirt that looks like he just been wearing for 10 years. The same shirt. It looks like he's been wearing the same shirt for 10 years. Pero ¿cuánto dinero tiene Adam Sandler? That's my example. Risky Business is money is only going to accentuate the character that's inside of you. So I'm not saying anything about Ryan or like John Jones. Look at John Jones. You want to talk about another example? Perfect example. Dana White called him the biggest F-up in UFC history. Being young and just like you said, rich, but all money does if you weren't raised right, if there's no principle. See, it's not money, the Bible says, that's the issue. Okay, let's speak the word because people get this twisted and then, oh, sí, el que Dios madruga, Dios ayuda. They think that's in the Bible. The raza thinks that's in the Bible. But that's not what it says. It says the love of money is the root of all evil. It's not money. So why? Because if you have love for money inside of your heart, you're just going to do way out shit. Way out shit. So anyways, I'll leave it up to the people, the people's court, on what you want to think about Ryan Garcia because it looks like he's been very unstable. When he started getting blasted, me and Cholo Trucker were talking about all the tattoos that he started getting on him. He's coming off of a loss, and then he comes into the press conference with a throne. I mean, with that last loss, maybe it should be Prince Ryan for a second. I don't know. Let's keep it moving. But speaking of that, Risky Business, that's a good segue. Wait, we're talking about what money does to gente. What about Peso Pluma? Did you guys see what happened to Peso Pluma? Peso Pluma almost OD'd in Mexico. Almost OD'd in Mexico and had to check himself in a mental health and addiction facility. Que gacho, man. Que gacho. Another example. What does money do? It could either help you or it could either hurt you. That's right. That's right. Stories written by a current prisoner. That's right. Always be the best fighter. John Jones had and always will be the best fighter on this planet. He's in the conversation. He very much is in the conversation because he's an animal, man. That's right. We got stories written by a current prisoner in the comment section who's getting ready to go, hitting on all cylinders. I talked to him just the other day. Very confident, and he wants to bring it. I think he wants to get respect put on that name once and for all. Will a win on Saturday get respect put on that name? Absolutely. First off, I respect anyone that pulls up and gets in the ring regardless. Not like today, or was it yesterday or today, on Adam 22's channel. Lush and almighty suspect get up to run a fade in the parking lot. And the thumbnail is 4 empty sheets, 4 empty chairs with arrows pointing to it. Come on, man. What is this, man? Is that a cartoon or what? Bobby's World? Okay. What a joke, man. Because they know what people want to see, right? The cheese, man, the chingazos. Really? Is that what happened? Click. Someone said, oh, Adam 22, he's putting hits on people. You really think he got that pull? He don't got that pull. When he's looking in that camera and he's looking real mad, like, grr, grr, grr. Guess what he's thinking? Make another viral moment for you to click on. That's it. That's his whole trip. And it gets addicting, right? And he interviews nothing but rappers. A lot of people didn't know Adam actually started interviewing SoundCloud rappers around the time that I came home. And I downloaded SoundCloud because I had a huge, large collection. All right, let's keep it pushing, gente. So, anyways, we talked about the rumors. We already addressed those. Keep that pushing and moving on. I also want to talk about the Justice 8 real quick. Alex came out with another phone call. This time it was to Univision. Univision posted a phone call with Alex, and he's giving them the update. So, right now, what they're doing to him is almost exactly what I thought they were going to do. They're trying to serve him 16 years. Hey, maybe he'll come out on stories written by a current prisoner. Ay, no se agüiten, gente. No se agüiten, man. Anyways, they're trying to serve him 16 years, and he said this on the phone with Univision. They're trying to serve him 16 years. And they're trying to deport him because he is not a U.S. citizen. Now, also in that phone call, he said the reason they're doing this is because everyone's a racist, the system is racist, and that he has proved his innocence already. Everyone's a racist. Obviously, that's not true. That's not true. That's not everybody. Again, I'm trying to be objective here, gente. I put myself in his shoes, or why would I even be talking about him? Or why would I even be reposting his story on my IG, gente? Which is support. I mean, I feel bad. He's in a bad position. He didn't do everything bad. He just did a few things. What few things did he do wrong? Well, throwing punches, they got that on video. Antagonizing, they got that on video. Being aggressive, they got that. A couple things, right? Again, it's neither here, neither there. But him saying everyone's racist, not everyone's racist. That's an absolute lie. You got to be careful what people say, man, because this is an election year. They're about to gaslight everything this year. You ain't heard racism like 2024. You thought 2020 was something? When George Floyd and all that other stuff? That's nothing. You guys just hold on and grab your seatbelts and stay tuned in to people that are really grounded and tuned in, because we're going to tell you what the truth is. You ain't seen nothing yet. It's an election year. Remember, it happens every 4 years. The world's going to implode, and they're going to make it seem like, gas taxes and quality of living is going to be the shit, and that there's wars and there's racism, and then they're going to want to start wars against the police again. All of that. For what? I believe they do that to people, which causes harm to people. Depression. Que se quieren unalive themselves. They're doing that so they can get your vote. That's crazy. Absolutely crazy. Speaking of that, I actually, I ring announced this last Saturday. We had the 10th annual Valentine's Massacre. It was a show that they had right here. Of course, they called me up and I ring announced. I actually got in the ring Tony Virueta, who's running for Senate, District 17 Congress. He knows the podcast. He wants to come on this podcast right here, and we'll ask him some hard questions. Let's go ahead and get into it, Tony. Let's see if you're really for the people. We'll come on the podcast. Because I'm just not for red or blue. It's not Crips or Bloods when it comes to me. It's who's going to help the people. Who's going to bring the people's quality of life higher, not lower. See, that's when you base what you do on facts. And what people now move with and how a lot of people move and wiggle is they don't move and wiggle on facts. A lot of people move and wiggle on feelings. Well, I just feel like that. And you present a solid argument, they hate you. They don't want to talk to you no more because you just outwitted them because all you had to do was present facts, and the facts always trump feelings. Anyway, so real quick, so is Alex, what do you think? Is he now considered a political prisoner? He's saying that he is a product of a system. That's what it sounded like he was saying on his interview, audio phone interview with Univision, which I hope they broke him off some feria. No, I know they did, right? That's right. Denise Castillo's in the casa. That's right. I appreciate you, amiga. Tony Arias says, is El from a prisoner's awakening fighting scene? Okay, let me put this out there. I have contacted El, and El has got back to me. Okay. I consider El firme. Cool, solid. You know, again, who am I? You know what I mean? I don't harbor negativity toward anybody. If anyone has blocked me from their channel or something like that, it wasn't merited. No soy pendejo. I don't go on other people's channels starting shit or looking to disrupt things. I'm just not like that because I know what goes around comes back in this world. Matter of fact, you know how I know that? I'm going to give you some scripture. In the Gospel of Mark, it says, everyone will give up houses, lands, mothers, husbands, wives for the sake of the gospel. This is what the Bible says. This is crazy. This is what he was telling the disciples. He goes, you must give up mothers, fathers, husbands, wives, lands, children for the sake of the gospel. Now that was crazy. Jesus was telling the apostles, this is what you got to give up. They're looking at Jesus, you're crazy. I mean, you pull me, to the side and I mean, I got attracted to you and I like your klecha, I like your game, and I feel you, and I'm going to ride with you. But now the apostles are looking at Jesus. You're telling me to give up my father, my mother, my husband, my wife, my children for the sake of the gospel? But then he didn't stop there. He actually finished the sentence. He said, and, here's the and. Remember, the and connects two thoughts. Anytime there's an and in the grammar in the middle, they're really one thought. He's concluding it. He goes, and we'll get, this is scripture. Someone look it up. I wish I had a house. I know a house knows the word. House in the comment section. He said, and we'll get in this lifetime. These are words. These are in the gospel. Either King James or New King James. That's all I read. And we'll get in this lifetime husbands, wives, fathers, mothers, lands, and children's. In this lifetime. So that's how I know what goes around comes around. But anyways, I'm being long with it now. That's right. Iron Tiger, son of God, is in the casa. That's right, my boy. I appreciate you, cabrón. Gracias for tapping in. Sacred Herd is in the casa. Saluda, señorita Diaz. Hope you're having a great evening. I appreciate you, amiga. Gracias for tapping in. You on break, amiga? I think you work a second or third shift, huh, amiga? I appreciate you for tuning in. I just haven't extended the invitation anymore. I stopped doing interviews or people jumping on the live and all that. I don't know why. But I do want to open that up one more time to have a dialogue. But when it's fight week, like it is right now, then this is what we're talking about. On top of everything else, They want this.
Go ahead and take him out in the second round.
Just know that you are gonna feel what's coming from this side.
You're not gonna see much, I'll tell you that.
I'm glad that he knew that that mask was gonna fly off. And if I win, I'm keeping the mask, okay?
And don't forget, gente, that's going to be this Saturday at 6 o'clock. The talking has come to an end. Will Tony wear a mask? Find out Saturday. EBK murk him? Find out on Saturday. Who will keep the keys to the YouTube yarda? We'll find out. Matter of fact, I don't want to put it out there yet, but you're going to be seeing some promotions on some huge platforms in the next coming days because I had already hinted toward that. All right, let's keep it moving, gente. There's the poster, though. The official poster is going down, man. I can't wait. A lot of the haters are like, fuck, why did that happen or something like that. You know, I don't know. Sam. I mean, I do know because it's. I feel like this is my passion. I hope the fight is still on and the pulls out. I know that's what I'm saying. A lot of people are saying pull out. It's because some people have pull out in their DNA. That's what they do. Oh, I'm sick. Oh, I'm this. That one time that I talked to the runner on the phone, and I know he didn't want to run the fade with Tony. Absolutely, he did not want to run that fade. Matter of fact, that live when that fight fell through. That live was the most viewers I had. I had like 550 people in the chat on that live. And I'm like, holy shit. Why? Because they wanted to know who pulled out. And it was the runner. The runner pulled out. And then he goes and makes a video about these YouTube fights or this and that it was all for this. And that it was like set up. And Cholo Trucker got offended at that. So don't forget that Ed Marin, my brother Cholo Trucker, is going to be right by my side every step. Matter of fact, I want Cholo Trucker in that ring. I want him in the ring during the fighter entrances. And I got some surprises, you guys, but I'm not putting him out there. No. I've already put too much out here and priced it the price of a 12-pack of beer. Now there's got to be some surprises that I'm not announcing. I'm not announcing them. Only the people that are going to talk about them on YouTube are the people that supported, man. And we highly appreciate it. I know that the price needed to be low on the pay-per-view. You got this pendejo Weekend at Bernie's up here in the White House who he doesn't even know. He's walking into buildings and they're holding his hands like visiting angels. Visiting angels. Everywhere he goes, he has nannies holding his arms. And so I know that inflation is high. And what's crazy about it, gente, I guess I'm getting into a little bit of politics right now. What's crazy about it is there's a lot of uninformed voters. I'm going to tell you like this. Straight to the point, man. Straight to the point. If you vote Democrat in this election without telling anybody, you're saying I want 4 more years. Period. Do I have to say it again? Now, I'm not saying that they're all bad people, all that. Even though they were for anti-abolition. They're the ones that wanted to keep slavery. Did you forget that? Did you forget that? Anti that. And what political party did the Triple K come from? Them. Oh, come on, man. But again, some of us just vote because, hey, that's all we know, right? I was driving down the hood 2 days ago, right, in Salinas. I had to do some business near it. And then, of course, the best tacos are in the most dangerous neighborhoods. So I had to go to the hood to get the best tacos. And I drove by a big sign that said Robert Rivas. This guy, with some jeans and a sweater vest, looks sophisticated, some glasses on. Para la gente, para la causa, vota demócrata. I almost felt like jumping out my car and doing a video and saying, you see this? This is the brainwashing that the people don't know shit about and they're voting for. That's what I'm saying, man. That's all I'm saying. El Chapo's in the casa. Jen Magaña says, Jen Magaña's in here? That's right, mi amiga. Jen Magaña. Don't forget to subscribe over to Convicted Hearts. That's the Chicana channel. I guess that's, am I the only one that calls it that? Maybe she'll rename it. No, I'm just kidding. The Chicana channel. Mi hermana, she's from the hometown right here in Salinas, man. Do me a favor, though. I need all of my subscribers to go and subscribe over to Convicted Hearts, Jen Magaña. You will see occasional cameos from Mrs. Chicano Tube on Convicted Hearts, Jen Magaña. And if you hear Miss Chicano Tube, no tiene pelos en la lengua. She doesn't hold back. She can give a shit like I could. And the hood doesn't care and give a shit anyways. We don't care. We just want to keep it real. You know, it's funny because I go down all the time and I go and I speak to the youngsters and they always tell me about the live I did. Like tomorrow, they might tell me about the live I did today. And I'm like, I'm just keeping it real, youngsters. I'm really looking out for you. I really am. I'm a real OG, the one that's trying to curb you to the side and tell you what's best for your future. Not like these other pendejos that stick their chest out. Anyways, about doing some tiempo. What a lame shit. All right, you guys, let's keep it moving, though. Rocky Balboa, that vato's too big. Not for. They should have made a for. Wait, Tony going to win heavier. You know what, Rocky Balboa? We're not going with weights, man. We're doing this thing like UFC 1. I'm just saying, I don't want to hear from any street guy that says they're from the streets. The streets. I don't want to hear anything about weight. And real street guys won't ever tell me about weight. You run the fade or you don't run the fade. That's it. What if you were behind the walls? Oftentimes, I myself, but those stories are in the members only. Okay, that's where I leave them, in the members only. Matter of fact, I just dropped one on my first case. The members only were tripping on that one. They were like, whoa, what's going on? Yeah, imagine if I dropped that video on YouTube. How many views do you think that would get? Un chingo. But for what? Loser shit. Anyways, I forgot where I was at. Rocky Balboa. Yeah, so I don't want to hear about weights at all. I don't want to hear about what glove size. What glove size? Who cares what glove size? I would like to put no gloves on you. I think that people, the people will pay more for that, right? A lot of these people that are from the street, they'd rather have MMA gloves. I'm just saying, 10 ounces is already a lot, man. They're really small gloves, but it's like 10 brick ounces back in the 90s. My bad. 10 brick ounces. It's like 1 brick, onza. Well, you're going to have 10 of those on top of your knuckles? Well, how many more do you want? You want 20? You want 30? I mean, just come. I don't want to hear it. So I'm not going to deal with anyone that's not going to pull up, man. So I'm excited. This is happening this Saturday night. I'm going to end it talking about the fight, man. Forget all this other. I was going to talk about people that went viral and all this other shit. Now, screw all that, man. We're going to end it on the fight. It's going to be an action-packed fight, gente. I really appreciate your support. EBK, from the bottom of his heart, appreciates your support. Tony from Stories Written by a Current Prisoner appreciates your full support, man. We priced it correctly, gente. For the entertainment alone, I think you're going to get your money's worth without the fight. Without the fight. With the fight included, we could have charged double. Double. But no, it's not going to be accessible. Not in this economy right now. I think of the people. If you haven't learned by now, if you haven't felt my heart by now, I'm for the people, man. I'm for the people. 100%. I'm not in this YouTube thing for likes. I can give a shit. Views, I can give a shit. Starting wars and beefs, I'm not perfect. You know what I mean? I made a video. Some people were saying breaking it down to AC. But I made a video and I addressed AC on how on that first channel, I didn't know who was who. And I kept keeping it real. I didn't leave because these fakes, because they kept it real. I left these fakes because I found out they kept it fake. That's when I left. And who's with me now? Who's all around me now? Who do I back now? Is the people that have kept it real from day one. I can't fuck with people that have a motive behind a motive or an agenda or a filter behind a filter. I know these cats. They got multiple faces. They're like this on the internet and like this in real life. I don't got time for that. I don't. All I want to do is come on here, promote good fights, put fights together for the people, run fade. Shout out to Norbies from Run the Fade podcast. You know, keep weeding out those chavalas, cabron. You're doing a great job, Norbies. Keep weeding out those chavalas. And maybe if those chavalas grow a pair, they'll call me up. And if they don't, they'll keep making phone calls on live, right? Or titling their videos, Almighty Suspect and Lush, leave the podcast to Run a Fade. You know what? It's crazy because some of these podcasters don't even know the damage that they're doing. And again, I'm not controlling anybody. You do you. You do you. But when you get dope fiend in real life, you go find out, oh, shit, I got dope fiend just for views. Or God forbid, you're staring at the sky with your heart beating for the final moments because of una pendejada on how you wanted to carry yourself on the internet. God forbid that. Some of these people, they stir shit up and they know they just got a caption or something. I just told you, everything we do, Jesus said, in this lifetime, Mark, I think chapter 10, it'll be repaid to you in this lifetime. Matter of fact, I was with some pastors. I quoted that to a pastor one time. We were in a house. We were staying up late, pastors and ministers and stuff like that. And when I mentioned that to a pastor, he didn't even know that was in the Bible. This is a pastor of like a church of like 1,000 and a pastor for like 30, 40 years. He didn't even know that was in the Bible. I said, I'll show it to you right now. In this lifetime. But, because certain pastors and preachers, and I don't want to get off on all this, but, they just preach a certain message and they try to find scriptures to back their message up. That's what a lot of people do. If they want to talk about you getting rich, they're going to pull all the scriptures in the Bible about getting rich. If they want to talk about healing in your body, they're going to pull all the scripture talk about healing. Or they're going to talk about sin or death or hell. They'll pull all of them. I'm just saying. I'm not saying they're good or bad topics. No, I'm just saying this is usually what happens in this lifetime. So screw all that. I ain't got no beefs. I commented yesterday. I want to mention him, but he's cool. He actually does the news. He used to do the news drinking a pisto. And if you know the channel, then you know what I just said, right? I used to comment on his channel, right? And maybe I didn't. And maybe I said some shit. Or maybe he said some shit. Or I'm sure there was a video made or something. But I commented yesterday on his live. And he saw my comment. And he was like, oh, shit. Like, I saw his reaction. But, hey, I ain't got no problems, man. If you got a problem with me, you live with that. I let that go. As simple as that, man. Anyways, gente, Saturday. Let me put the poster up one more time. Saturday, 6 o'clock. When the cameras turn on and you see Cholo Trucker, me, beautiful, smoking, sexy, hot wife, veteran referee. I haven't even announced this yet. Okay, I told you there was going to be some surprises. I can't announce all the surprises because that's going to be what the 20 bolas is for, okay, gente? It's for the people that get exclusive content. I'm not going to announce all the surprises, but, gente, veteran referee Isaac Castillo. I got to referee these things. These two fighters right here in this poster have the best referee in the business. That's right, Big Stamps. What did I miss? Good evening to the chat. That's right, Big Stomps. Oh, you don't miss nothing, man. I'm just chopping it up. You know how we do. This is a Chicano channel. I don't know how they do. This is what we do. You know what I mean? Sometimes we chop it up. On Sunday night, we play oldies. This Friday night, gente, let me remove the poster. I'm going to go to the camp, but they changed me from 6 o'clock to 7 o'clock because they're going to have a graduation or something like that. So I'm going to go to the camp, the juvenile hall, but it's going to be at 7 o'clock. So I want to come back and jump on, man. I wanted to do one more live. That's right, Yard Recall with Buzz. My boy, why don't you got a wrench, cabron? Let me fix that right now, man. I'm going to fix that right now. My boy Buzz is in the building, man. That's a real one right there. Buzz be putting in the man hours, taking care of his family. That's a real solid individual right there. If you haven't already subscribed over to Yard Recall with Buzz, man, subscribe over to Yard Recall with Buzz. Every time I see Buzz in there and I see Yard Recall, it reminds me, watch the Sally Port, cabron. Watch the Sally Port. If you know, you know. If you know, you know, right? And if you don't, then it is what it is, right?
What do you want to do, ese?
All right, that's right. Big Stomps, I appreciate you. Hey, keep tapping in, Big Stomps, man. You never know, man. You keep tapping in. We'll get that wrench sooner than later, man. That's right, Sam. Same thing, Sam. Mr. J, keep tapping in, man. We pass them wrenches out. You know, them wrenches just, it shows you're a real one. It shows that you're a day oneer. So this Saturday, you guys, again, it's going down. I can't reiterate it enough. Both of these gentlemen have bad intentions. This is not a boxing fight. We're just putting two street guys inside of a boxing ring with gloves. So it's going to be a real fight. This is like you're stepping out of the backyard. Has anyone ever done this? You know, you ran a fade, right? You step out of the backyard. You're going to run the fade with the dude. You got to go find an alley or just go somewhere in the back, right? This is what's going to happen right here. Where they're going to just run that fade. Someone's going to get cracked. Someone might get dropped. I mean, that's it. The entertainment alone is worth the money, but then throwing bombs at each other, that's all I want to see. All I want to see is just them throwing bombs at each other. No, it's not 3, 4, 5 fights. I'm not going to put 4 or 5 fights to bore you with no-namers that you don't even know their names. You can care less who they are, right? You want to get to the nitty-gritty because we all want to talk about it after. I want to talk about it after as well. So Sunday night, I don't know whether I'm doing oldies or I'm going to talk about the fight because you guys are going to want to talk about the fight. Those that saw it. So again, I pinned the link to the top of this chat. If you want to see it, trip on in there. You don't even have to order the fight. You can hit that link and you can see the full press conference. That's free. That's free. What's included in the bundle, just to let you know, gente, what you're all... You see how much I'm doing? Do you see how much value is in ordering the fight, gente? This is what's included in the fight. You get the full press conference. You get the official trailer. I haven't even uploaded that to YouTube. I haven't even uploaded that. You get the official trailer and the fight. Just remember, this is not going to be on YouTube. And to the channels, just remember, to the channels, I'm just giving you the warning now. I don't want to hear anything about Mikey, that you're eating cheese, and I don't want to hear none of that bullshit. I told you now. This pay-per-view company is integrated with YouTube. They take a digital fingerprint and an audio fingerprint. Anyone uploads a second of any a video or audio, they get struck. Your channel's demonetized. You can't post for a month. I don't want to hear you crying. I don't want to hear you crying to Mikey because I did my business the right way. And I looked out for my fighters. Gente, it's very reasonably priced, I guess is what I'm saying, man. So gracias, you guys. I appreciate you guys for tuning in. Let's read some more comments before we go. That comedian, though. Pinchy Bird, man. Man, he's a solid guy. I talked to him on the phone. He was supposed to come on last week. Do you remember when I did the thumbnail for Bird? He was supposed to come on last week. Guess what happened? Did you hear when Renegade Media talked about a funeral that happened in San Jose the other day? Bird lost a relative at that funeral. That's some real shit, man. That's not no fake shit. That's not no internet. That's not no clout chasing. That's not no wanting views, likes, or comments, or number. That's none of that's real life shit, man. He texts me that like while I'm playing the intro to the Tuesday. It was a Tuesday pop-up. Go and trip out on that video. Maybe it was last Tuesday. He texted me that while I was doing the intro, and I'm like, that's real shit, man. Hug your loved ones. Love on them. If you have your mother, I don't got moms no more. I still go visit. I'm still crying that my mom passed away almost 2 years later this June. I'm still going to the cemetery every single day. I remember there was a homie that told me, oh, yeah, you're going to do that in the beginning, and then later on you're going to kind of go less to the cemetery and less and less. Well, that's not fucking me. I've been at that cemetery for fucking 2 years crying now. I'm just saying, real shit. That's real shit. Anyways, you guys, Saturday, 6 o'clock. I'm excited. I got to go to the camp, of course, because that's more important than YouTube. If you know, you know. Saving lives is more important than this. This is YouTube. You know what I mean? I like YouTube. This is my only hobby. I sold all my lowriders. I sold most of the things that I liked and used to do. Ask my wife. I had 3 of them. I had a Cadillac, the 94 Brougham, 81 Buick Regal convertible, 79 Cutlass, that was a hopper, 12 batteries, blend batteries, 12 solenoids chained up. I sold them all because I don't roll that way no more, man. But anyways, I appreciate you guys. That's right, Maxine Barrela, mi amiga. I don't know why you don't have a wrench. Let me wrench you up before I go, amiga. Don't go anywhere, Maxine. Let me wrench you up, amiga. My bad. The reason I wrench up the ladies, you guys, if you didn't know on Chicano Tube, is because oftentimes there's weirdos in the comment section. And if there are weirdos in the comment section and I don't watch all the comments, I don't see them, they go by and they go over my head, then that's why I wrench up the ladies. I first was wrenching up the ladies first. Is that my boy Pecas right there? Yeah, that is. That's Pecas from King City, man. That's my boy right there. Man, I hadn't seen him since, Pecas. The stories we got, I tell them on the members only, cabron, in Salinas. Anyways, Maxine Barrela, I appreciate you, amiga. Spanx Contreras, you guys, it's happening on Saturday night. We appreciate all your help. Now, this is coming from me. This is coming from EBK. This is coming from Tony. Matter of fact, Tony uploaded a video today. That dude's a good storyteller. Who is that, Tony, if you're still in the comment section? What's his name? Who was he? Was he a Mexican dude or a white dude? I don't know who it was, but that dude's a good storyteller. Hey, keep having that cabron come back. You guys, there's lots of more surprises other than the entertainment, other than everything else that I named off for the value of the fight that you're going to get this Saturday. I appreciate it. Once we get this one in the books, I believe the company is going to pick up steam. This ain't going to get canceled. As much as the haters want this to get canceled, I can't believe the haters don't want us to prosper. That's crazy, huh? That's why the haters are always behind us criticizing. If they criticize you, it's because they look up to you. They're not on the same level as you. They're actually on a lower level if they're criticizing you. That's you, Maxine Barrera. No, I appreciate you, amiga. I appreciate you. All right, let me see. Yeah, okay. Yeah, no, I appreciate it. Droops. Eastside San Ho is in the Casa OG Triple H Saturday night. Listo para los chingazos. That's right, my boy. I appreciate you, man. Let's talk about it on Sunday. I'm debating whether we're going to play oldies on Sunday night or we're just going to talk about the fight and the results. No matter what, my hat's off to both of these gentlemen just for pulling up. They get respect. And guess what? They're going to throw bombs on Saturday night. It's going to be what the people want. Be on the lookout because there's more surprises. You're going to see some other big platforms. I don't want to put it all out of the bag, but just be on the lookout. You guys, I'm going to go ahead and let you guys go. That's right, Mr. J. I want to see blood. That's right. You know, it's crazy that sometimes those pinchy photographers get blood thrown on them, man. Because when it's boxing, boom, you get cracked. Man, I just want to see action, man. I don't want to see like that runner fight. First of all, the runner can't fight. So him acting bad, that should just automatically discredit that. The runner can't fight at all, period. So if we see bombs getting thrown at each other, we got our money's worth, gente. I'm going to let you guys go. I appreciate you. Oh, that's right. Oh, door security. Hold on. That's another day oneer. Corco Door Security. If you didn't know Corco Door Security, he comes in the chat right here, and he has poste always at the door. So he keeps poste for us, man. I appreciate you. So Saturday night, gente, again, Friday night, I got to go with the youngsters because obviously that's more important than YouTube, to keep it real with you. It's more important than being on here week to even though it's fight week. I got to go and talk. Did I tell you the last group I had in February? I'm going to end it like this. This is a great note to end it. An absolute fucking great note to end it. The last group I did, I had 4 guards in my meeting. I'm in a huge day room. I used to do it in a smaller class, but it kept growing and growing. I'm in a huge day room. I had all 4 guards. I was tripping. I'm thinking, fuck, someone's going to get moved on. Serio. I'm like, what's going on? There must be. Because sometimes I know that when they come off a lockdown, you know, when there's like a little mini melee, they come off a lockdown, they might all be in one area. I didn't know in my February group why for the first time since 2015 that I've been going there, I had all the guards in my group, every single guard. When I left, the guard that walked me out, he goes, I just want to let you know something. Never in the history, since I've been here for 10, 15 years of the youth center, has every single youngster gone to one program. That happened tonight. I was like, I felt humbled. Didn't have to make a video about it. I felt humble. Remember what the Bible says. Don't let the left hand know what the right hand is doing. You want God to bless you, that's the recipe. You ain't got to chirp it off to the world. Imagine you're in front of a pinchy homeless guy and you're fucking, you're giving them something and you're recording it for the camera. How do they feel when people do that? How do they feel? Anyways, you guys, I'm done, you guys. Fight week. It's going down this week. This Saturday night at 6 o'clock, I'm going to end it with the trailer. And with that, I'm going to be out. Gente, gracias, you guys. I'm going to tap back in with the familia. I'm going to leave you off with the trailer, and then we're gone. Comment below, though. Comment below who you got. EBK, he murks Tony. Stories written by a current prisoner. He gets respect put on his name. You don't care as long as they throw bombs, or you don't give a shit about the fight. You rather watch Yolanda Saldivar. On top of everything else, they want this.
Go ahead and take him out in the second round.
Just know that you are gonna feel what's coming from this side.
You're not gonna see much, I'll tell you that.
I'm glad that he knew that that mask was gonna fly off. And if I win, I'm keeping the mask, okay?
All right, you guys, I'm going to see you guys back on Friday night. But remember what I always say, the most important thing. Remember what I always say. In the end, all you got is the memories.